they staff our donation gates, right? The entrance and exit points of Bayou St. John during the festival.
I've seen me here like
they staff our gates and they take donations, and we share donations with those not participating.
It's been a good night for you.
I'd like to give the
despite my presence.
What?
Despite my presence.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Despite me bothering you, you still like it?
Tell you a little bit about their organizations. So first up, we have Miss Nellie with the Friends of Lafitte Greenway.
I'm gonna guess your age. Don't be offended right now.
Oh, fine.
And each organization is going to tell you just a little bit about what they do and what the money that we raise is going to do for their organization.
No, don't lie.
Don't lie.
Thank you. Give it up for Friends of Bayou St. John.
You don't have to tell me, but I'm just like...
I know many of y'all
I'll never know.
We're out there on Friday night when that crazy storm
my dad's 51, so you look a little bit like a dad, honestly.
And the experience that we had out there in Friends of Lafitte Greenway was an incredible show of New Orleanian resilience. That festival was torn up on Friday night, and by Saturday morning there was a crew of hardworking people, regular mid-citizens, one volunteer who lived across the street and came over to help me restore the roof on the floating root beer float booth, the root beer float. And I have to thank so much Friends of Bayou St. John for your partnership and for your incredible team that pulled off not only an amazing festival but also this event to recognize the people who lost out with you all. So thank you all so much for having us and for having this event. Friends of Lafitte Greenway works to build and promote the Lafitte Greenway as a great public space. Many of y'all use the Greenway to get to Boogaloo. We are so proud of our partnership, and thank you also so much for your support for making the Greenway great.
So we have a little check for you, Nellie. Friends of Lafitte Greenway. Yeah. So we'll take a few pictures. We got a few people out there. All right. Thank you, Nellie. We'll give you the real check. All right. Next up, we have Odyssey House. Mr. Ed Carlson, who's the CEO of Odyssey House. Come on up, Ed. Tell us a little bit about Odyssey House, Ed.
Thank you very much. My name is Ed Carlson. I'm the CEO of Odyssey House, and if you're not aware, Odyssey House is the largest addiction treatment provider in the state of Louisiana. Probably a lot of you are all aware of is the fact that there's an opioid epidemic going on. We have overdoses now more in the city of New Orleans than we do murders. It's really bad how the opioid epidemic is destroying our community overall. The money that we're receiving today is going specifically towards a new facility that we're opening up. We're trying to raise money for furniture, fixture, and equipment. We've raised money for the bricks and mortars to actually build the building. It's at the Old Bone Ford Center. There'll be a new 147-bed treatment facility. Our focus is helping to provide and work with people who are addicted to drugs and alcohol in our community and help them to rebuild their lives. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for...
What an amazing pause. I'll drink to that, that's for sure. Such important work. Thank you so much, Ed. Here's your real check. Thanks for being here tonight.
I like it. Here's your real check.
Okay, I believe we have somebody from the Rotary Club of Mid-City. This is Jillian, I believe. Emily, I'm sorry. Emily, tell us about the Rotary Club of Mid-City and what you guys are up to.
My name's Emily. I'm with the Rotary Club of Mid-City. We're a community service organization. We're just one local part of Rotary, which is an international organization. So Rotary's doing community service all over the globe. We're kicking butt in Mid-City, and we're really happy to be a part of Bayou Boogaloo. The money that we raise helping volunteer with them is going to go to our regular community service projects. Those include once a month we serve dinner at Boys Hope, Girls Hope and hang out with We plant trees with soul to help with the reforesting of the city. We volunteer, I think it's once a month, I can't remember the frequency, with Crescent City Cafe, which serves brunch to the homeless with dignity. Literally serves. We actually seat them and wait on people who are in need of a free meal with tables, rolled silverware and everything, and give them some dignity and some hope and some sustenance. So that's what I'll go for. If anyone's interested in coming out and volunteering with us, please join us. You don't have to have a big commitment to see what we're about. Our next meeting is at Treo in Mid-City on Tulane Ave. It's on July 18th at 6 p.m. July 18th, 6 p.m. If you feel like getting more involved, we'd love to have you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Emily. Just a quick picture. Thank you so much. Okay, next up we have Boys Club of Louisiana. Boys Town, I'm sorry. Daryl Johnson, is that right? Is it Daryl?
Alright, so Boys Town, Darrell Johnson, Boys Town, Louisiana. First of all, thank you. I want to thank the Friends of Bayou St. John. We could not do the work that we do without community members like you. So I want to echo the sentiments of Nellie. What we do is we get kids who are not afforded the opportunity for a good life to live their best person, live their best them, and we take them and we try to make sure that they can get good education, good mentorship, good fellowship, and good people around them to make sure that they can be the best people that they can be. So thank you for coming out and supporting events like this, because again, we could not do the work that we do without you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, we're going to bring Nellie up one more time. She's going to represent Soul. And Soul, sustaining our urban landscape, yes. Now, Susanna, a good friend of mine, couldn't be here tonight, so Nellie's going to tell you a little about Soul.
Hey, call out what you think the most deforested city in this country is.
Before you fuck up the biggest
Chicago, wrong. It's New Orleans, it turns out. Soul is working to drive a resilient and environmentally equitable New Orleans by reforesting our urban landscape. They're planting back the trees that we've lost storm after storm. And they're just growing as a city. They're doing really important work, not only for our oxygen levels and the beauty of our streets, but also for the stormwater management potential. A fully grown live oak tree can drink 1,000 gallons of water a day. And so you can learn more about this and volunteer on their website, soulnola.org.
Thank you, Nellie. One more picture with Nellie. She's an ugly gal. This is real hard work. How about a round of applause for Nellie, everybody? Sure. Is anybody here from the New Orleans Rowing Club? The New Orleans Rowing Club? How about Faubourg St. John Neighborhood Association? Evacueer? Yeah. Evacueer, yes. Come on up. Are you Jillian? Yes. Jillian, tell us a little about Evacueer.
I just want to say thank you so much to the team at Bayou Boogaloo for putting this together and for letting us partner with them. Evacueer.org is a staff of one, which is me. And what we do is in the event of a mandatory evacuation for the city of New Orleans, we have a pre-trained volunteer corps who are ready to help citizens get out who don't have access to transportation. So it's a big job for one person. person, but fortunately I have a staff, or a volunteer corps I should say, of over 600 people. So the money that we're receiving from Mothership Foundation is going to support our outreach programming. So we go out into the community with information, emergency kits. We want to make sure that every citizen has an evacuation plan. And for y'all, you know, it is for peace season, so it's something to think about. So y'all enjoy the rest of the show, and thank you so much.
I think you're enjoying that, Jared.
All right. How about Faubourg St. John and the New Orleans Rowing Club? No?
Yeah, Rowing Club. Yeah, pick me. Oh.
Are you really from the Rowing Club, sir?
Yes, Theo Kusuris. Oh, dude.
So I'll accept on behalf of Faubourg St. John Neighborhood Association because I'm also a resident and a member. And so I'll make sure that Faubourg St. John gets that. Also, Morris Jeff Community School. Is anybody here from Morris Jeff? That's a shame because Morris Jeff Community School and Faubourg St. John, they staff our daiquiri booths and they receive 50% of the net proceeds from those booths. And those are the biggest checks, so I'd love to take a picture with them. But they're not here right now, unfortunately. We'll do that later. Yeah. So while I have everybody's attention, I'd like to bring up Jack. Jack, come on up. So Jack has an art gallery in the French Quarter, and we have a piece that he's donated to our auction here. He's going to tell you a little bit about it, and we're going to have a live auction and have some fun. Mark, Jack, you want to tell us a little bit about this painting? I mean, about this piece? Absolutely.
Well, now that I see all these great organizations they give money to, it makes even more sense for this. Having seen what happened that Friday night, I was amazed that they actually were able to put this back on again the very next day. And to see that all these vendors lost so much money, I had to do something when they decided they were doing this benefit. I chose this Marc Chagall piece. It's a lithograph he did in 1974, and it's called The Green River. I chose this piece because of the bayou, the Lafitte Greenway, and what they're doing to make this and continue to keep it green. It's a delightful piece. He was amazing at what he did in lithography. The colors were amazing. You know, he loved to do color work, and the medium of lithography was actually absolutely perfect for it. This piece retails for $3,500, and I believe we have a tremendous young man here to be the auctioneer tonight, and I think they're going to start it off at $900, so reach in your pocketbooks and help this worthy cause. Thank you.
That's a Chagall,
All right, y'all, we really need some help. Can we get some energy level in here? Let's bring the energy level up. Let's have some fun. Let's raise some money. This piece retails for $3,500. Can you hear me on the second deck? Can you hear me on the second story? Make sure you look out. Make sure you look out for the second story, guys. We're going to start this at $900, okay? Can I get $900? Can I get $1,000? Can I get $1,100? 1,100 up top? Hello. Hello, can I get 1,100? We got 1,000? 1,100. Can I get 1,200? 1,200 from the man in the blue. Can I get 1,300? Come on, how about on the second floor? 1,300. Can I get 14? 1,400. Somebody tackle that gentleman. Can I get 1,500? 1,500. Can I get 16? 1,600? 1,600. 1,600? $1,600. Thank you, ma'am. 18, 17. I'm skipping around here. 1,700. Can I get 17? It's gonna look beautiful in that house. Let me check that piece out. Oh my God, I want that piece. I want that piece. 1,700. Who's got 17? 18? 1,700 going once? 1,700 going twice?
Did you say something, Miss Gendry? Did you say something?
$1,700. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Congratulations. We have a certificate of authenticity that will also come with the piece. Come up and take a picture, please. That was fantastic. Thank you all who helped fit it up. We appreciate that too. That's fantastic. That's a $3,500 piece you got for $1,700. Thank you so much. Hey, Jack, what's the name of your gallery again? Windsor Fine Art Gallery. Thank you guys so much. Dylan, you got some photos for us, buddy?
Yeah, you know I have. And video.
Come on, Archie, get in there. Everybody good?
Fantastic. How do you pay? Good question.
Folks, I need to share something with you. Jack and I go back, way back. And what I mean by that is, in 1977,
I'm not that old.
this was founded. Tipitina's. 1 year before, I would go to every major city in South Africa and be acclaimed as the finest master of ceremonies to ever come to that country while I was on tour with Dobie Gray in the main ingredient. This is my brother from South Africa, who's here in New Orleans every day. That's right. Thank you so much, Jack. I appreciate you, man.
All right, I'm going to bring Danielle up from Electra. And believe it or not, we're going to get a check. So I want Electra to tell you guys a little bit about this. Hi, thank you.
Hey y'all, I'm Danielle from Electra Cosmetics, and we participated this year in Bayou Boogaloo, and it was an awesome event despite Friday's event. Our goal is to spread the joy of glitter, and each month we adopt a charity of the month, and the Bayou Boogaloo was our charity of the month last month. So I'd like to present this check to Friends of the Bayou St. John for $2,110.65. So the next time you see an electric glitter bar, please come get sparkly and throw a couple of dollars in the kitty, because it always goes to a good cause.
That is so much more than I anticipated. That's awesome. And by the way, the Electra Glitter Bar is right outside here. So if you want to get glittered up tonight, those guys are outside. I'm sure there's an organization that's receiving a part of the proceeds this month. Which organization is that?
We just changed. So
New Orleans Family Justice Center.
New Orleans Family Justice Center is this month.
New Orleans Family Justice Center is the nonprofit for the month at the Electric Glitter Bar. A portion of the proceeds go to nonprofits. What portion of the proceeds for the month go to the nonprofit?
So what we do is we glitter people up at no cost, and we ask them if they want to donate, and usually they do.
What portion comes to the nonprofit?
So 100% of the tips go to a nonprofit.
100% of the tips at the Electra Glitter Bar goes to the nonprofit for the month. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Danielle. Can we get a photo with Danielle, please? We have a real check. Thank you, Danielle. Okay, last call for Faubourg St. John and the Rowing Club. Morris Jeff Community School. Okay, I know where all those folks live. We'll take care of them. I just want to thank a few sponsors. Obviously, Positive Vibrations Foundation, Mr. Ben Fox, and Wiley Verstappen. We've been our partners for many years. And just so you know, They cover most, I would say about 90% of all the musical entertainment that takes place at Bayou Boogaloo. Those guys sponsor, and in fact tonight they're sponsoring 100% of all the artists that are performing tonight. So how about a big round of applause for PBF, Ben and Wiley. Thank you so much. We can't do this without you. And Constellation Brands has donated some beer tonight upstairs in the VIP area. Mr. John Carrier, if you're here, thank you so much. Mr. Fred Holley with Republic Beverage, Tipitina's Foundation, and everybody that's hosting us tonight, Tank and Mary, the bartenders. Make sure you tip your bartenders tonight. Glenn, man, we used to see each other on Princeton Street before it was even cool, right? And so we've been around a long time. Obviously, everybody that's donated to the auction, I want to thank you guys so much. And then I have to acknowledge a few people on our team. I call them the Fab Four. Corinne Curley, who's managing our auction outside. Make sure you go bid on those items. We also have some vendors in the median. Go visit them. Mariana Como, who coordinated all our food vending tonight, and she's an integral part of our team. Monique Pyle, who worked with Ben and Positive Vibrations Foundation to secure the talent for tonight. And Miss Tanya Vidal, who's our vendor coordinator. Big round of applause for Tanya. And finally, before we get on to the next group, I want to acknowledge the artists and vendors that came here tonight. I see Mr. Joshua Lee in the audience, whose van took a pole to the window that Friday night. And he was just interviewed by WWL and was quoted by saying he was standing under a tent that night, holding onto the tent thinking, God, this is a horrible idea. Standing in water, yes, it was a horrible idea, but I'm glad you're okay. And I'm glad you're here tonight. So please support these guys. Like I said, they're important partners to us. They give us cash flow so we can advertise and market the event before we get any revenue that weekend. So they're really important to us, which is why we decided to do this event tonight. I'm going to hand this over to Archie, and we'll see you in a little bit.